Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be decorating the kitchen area and our little eating nook for spring. And then I also have a new patio set to put together from Costway, and we're going to refresh the outside area a little bit for spring, the little back patio, and add on the new patio set and get that all kind of cleaned up, and then add a few spring touches out there. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope it gives you some inspiration for your own homes, and we'll go ahead and get started in the kitchen. Let's start out here in our little eating nook in the kitchen, and I'll share with you a few little updates I've made to this little corner, and then we'll start decorating. So I did paint this hutch. I shared this over on Instagram, but I did paint this little hutch a beautiful light green, and I love it so much. I felt like it looked really dull in the gray color, and I just did not love it anymore, so I decided to pick a different color, and I love this green. I feel like it's just very vintage cottage. It just feels so bright and cheery to me. I feel like I finally have like my decorating inspiration back. I was in a decorating rut for almost all of last year, and I just didn't really know what I wanted, or I wasn't really inspired by anything. And now I feel like I'm finding inspiration again that I love, and kind of have a better vision of how I want spaces to look and feel. And I feel like that this green really captures how I wanted this little area to feel. So I'm very happy with that. And then another thing I did is I scooted this door. It used to be like right here, and I scooted it down, and I took the black hooks off of it because for spring I really want to have just a simple wreath on it. So we're gonna DIY a little wreath here together in just a minute. I thrifted a wreath, and I'm going to use some dried florals that I already had on it and see how that looks. And I think that's going to go right there in the middle of that door. I really like having this small hutch to display my creamer collection, so that's going to stay the same, but then we are going to add some decor here to the bottom for spring, and then also to the table. I found this bundle of dried florals from TJ Maxx last year, and I kept thinking it would be really pretty to use them in a wreath. So I went to Salvation Army and I found this grapevine wreath for $4, and I'm going to take all of the old flowers and greenery off of it and add on the dried florals, and I think it's going to make a really simple and natural looking spring wreath. So I'm excited to see how it turns out, and then we're going to add it onto this old wooden door. I think it would also look really nice to add a ribbon to this wreath, and since filming this video I actually thrifted a satin green ribbon, and it's almost like the same color as the hutch but a little bit lighter, and I think that it would be really pretty to add that onto this wreath and tie a little bow with it. So I'm gonna try that, and then I'll share that in like the spring home tour if it ends up looking good and turning out, but I definitely want to add some type of ribbon to it. And now let's get started on the table. I have this lace tablecloth, and then I'm going to add some green books and some potted flowers for the centerpiece. I decided to keep it super simple over on the bottom shelf of the hutch because I feel like that little area can tend to look crowded if I overfill it. So I just wanted it to be very simple and not to take away from the centerpiece on the table. I might eventually add a few more things, but I really just like the minimal look of the books and the dishes, and to keep it simple. I'm going to add some Spanish moss into this big McCoy mixing bowl. And even though bunnies, I know, don't normally sit in little nests, I still thought it would be cute to have some moss around him because I really wanted to have a bunny in this bowl, and it just kind of added some height in there and a little bit of like texture behind him to break up the colors and all of that. And then I'm also going to add another little set of stacking mixing bowls. I will share these in an upcoming haul. I haven't shared them yet, but I thrifted these recently, and I'm going to add some more Spanish moss into these with some little eggs. And this is how this little area turned out. Again, kind of simple, but I really wanted a bunny with some eggs, and then I just already had that moss on hand, so I thought that would be a nice filler for those bowls. And then my little green scale in the back there to add another little pop of green. I had already added these cookbooks to this section of the counter in a previous video, and now today I'm going to go in with the spring touches. So I have this gravy boat here that I wanted to add some greenery in. All of this greenery is from Hobby Lobby, and I just cut off clippings of it to stick down in these little pitchers. And then this tiny ironstone pitcher and the little saucers were from a sweet subscriber, and then she also sent these copper salt and pepper mills, which was the best surprise when I opened up that package. I could not believe these beautiful treasures, so thank you again so much. And then I also wanted to add some little bunnies into this area, so I added that milk glass little bunny dish, and then this smaller bunny that is pushing a wheelbarrow full of eggs. I found that at Goodwill last year, so I was really excited to get to use that this year and add it to this little vignette. So that is how everything is looking so far in the kitchen for spring this year. And now we're gonna head outside, and I'm so excited to be partnering with Costway for this portion of the video. I'm so excited to get our outdoor patio area freshened up for spring. I still have a lot that I want to do out here, but this is a start, and I'm so excited to now have 2 more chairs, so we'll have a total of 4 chairs for seating out here, which will be so nice when friends and family come over, because before we just had these 2 chairs here previously, so I'm going to move those to the other side of the patio, and we're going to set up these new ones here from Costway, and they are such nice quality. They're made with a rust resistant steel frame and then covered in this really pretty rattan wicker, and they include these nice thick cushions that are also weather resistant. And I love that the arms and the side table both have that wooden detail. I think that adds a really pretty touch to this set. And Costway has so much more than just patio furniture. They also have, that's actually where we got our dining room chairs from. So they have lots of dining room chairs, they have dining tables, sofas, coffee tables, and so much more on their site. And from March 15th to April 30th, they're actually running a sale on all of their rattan sets, so you can get an extra $40 off of your order. I will have them linked down below, and I highly recommend them if you're looking for a really affordable but also good quality patio set. I'm so excited about this addition to our patio, and it's going to be so nice to have 4 chairs out here for when family comes over and to be able to have more seating. So thank you again so much, Costway. I will share more little updates at the patio as I continue to like plant more flowers and work in our herb garden and stuff like that over the next few weeks. There's a lot more I'd still like to add out here, but I think it's a really good start so far. And I wanted to share with you a close-up of the cushions so you could see the good quality. And I also love that they have zippers, which is really important, so that way you can take them off and wash them. Thank you all so much for decorating this space along with me today. Again, I hope it inspired you for your own homes, and I hope you will subscribe and join us here if you haven't already. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.